It's time to turn up the heat. Hello everybody and welcome to NXT Heatwave, the television special for NXT 2.0. I am Mr. Rob. Hope you guys have been doing well. Sorry for the lack of uploads recently. I have been dealing with the flu, and as you can tell by my voice, still not 100% there, but we're going to get through this. So I hope you guys are excited for Heatwave. If you are, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. As we get ready, let's look at the show tonight. First off, we'll see Tony D'Angelo go up against Duke Hudson. It's supposed to be D'Angelo versus Strong, but Strong's apparently dealing with an injury, so he's picked Duke Hudson to represent him in his place. So that'll be interesting. Wesley will go up against Joe Gacy. We saw this in a backstage interaction a couple weeks ago. North American Championship on the line. Cameron Grimes will defend against Grayson Waller, one of 3 championship matchups. The next one, Mandy Rose will defend the NXT Women's Championship against Indy Hartwell. And then our main event, it'll be Gunther defending the NXT Championship against JD McDonagh. Well, Tony D'Angelo does get the win over Duke Hudson. Joe Gacy beats Wesley. His struggles continue. Is Gacy getting in the mind of Wesley? We'll have to figure that one out later, but now it's time for the North American Championship. Our first of 3 championship matches on tonight's show. Hope you guys are ready for it. Also, if you are interested in buying some Rogue Energy, you can use my referral link in the description below. And if you use Mr. Rob promo code, you get 10% off your purchase. So, got to plug that real quick. But it's time for the North American Championship to be decided. Making his way to the ring first is the challenger, Grayson Waller. This has been a matchup that's been a couple months in the making now, it seems, as Grayson Waller has set his sights on the North American Championship and Cameron Grimes, who is getting ready to make his way to the ring for this contest. Grimes won the title back at NXT Stand and Deliver in a ladder match. He's held on to the title ever since, beating the likes of Santos Escobar, Wesley, Joe Gacy, and now tonight he has to defend against Grayson Waller. It's just been very interesting. We've seen Waller and Grimes go at it in the backstage area. We've seen a little bit of intertwining with the European Championship scene. We saw European Champion Carmelo Hayes come to the defense of Cameron Grimes, and Noam Dar on the other end has kind of been in the corner of Grayson Waller. So a little bit of a 4-man situation here. That title will be decided in the coming weeks, but tonight we'll get ready to decide the North American Championship. It is the $1 Million Man. Nowadays, Cameron Grimes is ready. And it's our first of 3 championship encounters, the North American Championship. Following contest scheduled for one fall is for the North American Championship. Introducing first the challenger, Grayson Waller. And his opponent, he is the North American Champion, Cameron Grimes. Well, it's the big matchup for both men as that prestigious title is on the line. Grimes wants to prove that he is a worthy champion, while Grayson Waller, the loudmouth Aussie, wants to add his first belt in his WWE career. Will he be able to tonight? We're about to find out. It is Grayson Waller versus Cameron Grimes, and we are ready to go. As they both lock up in the center of the ring, Grimes looks like with the early advantage. We talked about Cameron Grimes. He's had a very successful career here in NXT, former $1 Million champion as well. Had a little bit of a thing last year with Ted DiBiase, and won the North American Championship in that ladder match at NXT Stand and Deliver. But he never pinned the former champion, Carmelo Hayes. And that's something that Grimes has had on his mind as he's tried to be a worthy champion. He's not successful in title defenses. Santos Escobar is not an easy opponent. He's now on Monday Night Raw. Joe Gacy, Wesley as well. Been very good title defenses for Cameron Grimes, but he hasn't been able to knock off a competitor like Grayson Waller in this time. Waller, yes, he's a loudmouth. Yes, he's going to talk trash, but he can back it up in the ring. He's very athletic. He's got a hold of Grimes here and connects to the nice side Russian leg sweep. And there it is, going to talk trash. He believes this is his opportunity. And right now he does have Cameron Grimes down on the mat. And it seems like finally going to come and try to lock in a submission here. Looks like a triangle choke being applied here. Alarm is locked. Knee is pressed up against the back of the neck of Grimes. But Grimes quickly realizes the severity of the situation is going to slam his way out of the submission. So smart move there by the champ. That could be the opening he needs to try to get back in this contest. As he gets Waller up and delivers a knee right into the lower spine, stretching out the challenger. As he tries to apply a little pressure of his own to Waller. Grimes gets back to his feet. Shot. Knocks Waller up against the ropes. Kick. Trying to take out the hamstrings now. Stop some of that leaping ability that Waller possesses. Some of the athleticism. Very smart move there by the champ. That's why he's been the title holder since early April of this year. It's been a nice solid 4-month title reign for Grimes, is right now looking for a big ripcord knee right underneath the jaw. And Grimes is starting to roll here. Puts Waller into the far turnbuckle now. Backs him up. Trying, what's he got in mind here? He's going to put Waller up on the top rope. Not quite entirely sure what Grimes is thinking here. He's going to think a one-arm power bomb. And just like that, this match has turned into all Cameron Grimes after slipping out of that submission hold. Cameron has been able to apply anything that he wants to Grayson Waller. This is where, if you're the challenger, this is where champions are made. If you got to be able to face this adversity and come back if Waller wants to get his first title. But right now he's getting pinned and kicks out though at 1. Cameron maybe wasting a little too much time there going for the cover. That's now both competitors back to their feet. Waller connects with a nice combination of strikes followed up by the drop kick. And again, just going to be the loudmouth Aussie he is. I don't know. I think those opportunities could be used more wisely, but you know, try telling that to Grayson Waller. He thinks he's the best thing in the industry right now. Is a couple of elbow drops. Going to go for the hat trick. He does. So Waller gets the 3 jumping elbow drops. Grimes not going to go out that easy. Next with a jawbreaker. More combination strikes. Backs to the challenger some more, and now Grimes whips Waller again into the far turnbuckle. This one very back and forth, but a lot of missed opportunities, I feel like, by both competitors. Whoever I feel like can lock in that full offense first, I think could walk away with the North American Championship. As I think Grimes is lining something up, a Waller quicker to the punch, connects with a nice side rushing leg sweep. Good move there by Waller, who's now going to go up to the top rope. Grimes about halfway across the ring, and Waller's going to connect with a big elbow drop. Cameron could be in a lot of trouble here, and Waller again going to try to lock in this triangle choke. He did a lot more damage this time, trying to flatten out Grimes, who does have his knees underneath them, and again he's going to power out. Grimes giving up a lot to get to this opportunity. It's going to be a lot tougher than that in order to take the belt off him, as Grimes now sends Waller up over the top rope and down to the floor right in front of the audience here at NXT Heatwave. This is just the first of 3 championship matches here tonight. It's a loaded show, and we're just getting started. These two have gone to the floor. Grimes trying to apply a little bit more pressure. He's going to go for that ripcord knee again, and he does. Another ripcord knee on the outside. Now Grimes needs to get him in the ring, and he's got to pin him. Grimes is going to make his way in the ring, but I think he's making a mistake leaving Waller on the outside. Now Grimes maybe just trying to break the count, but Waller's going to take advantage. He's going to send Grimes back in, and now Waller has the advantage. Connects with a big stunner. Flattens the champion quickly into the cover. This to crown a new North American champion holder. Gets 2, but Grimes shoots the left shoulder up. Waller mere half a second away from winning his first title here in the WWE, as there's another elbow drop. And Waller could be putting on the finishing touches. I think Grimes is in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get put in the chokehold for the 3rd time. Can Grimes again fight out of this? He's been able to successfully twice so far. But does Grimes have as much left in the tank? You can see not coming out of it easy. Waller thinks he's done enough. He thinks he's choked out Cameron Grimes. Instead of going for the cover, though, I think Waller might be making a little bit of a mistake here. He goes for the ground and pound and again taunts the NXT Universe. Let's see if this is a wise strategy. No, it's not, as Grimes is back to his feet. And now Waller again trying with a hold of Grimes. Couple of strikes this time. Backs him up and hits a nice drop kick. Waller's just got to put him away. He's done the damage. But Grimes continues to fight back, showing great resilience. He is the champion. Again, connects with the jawbreaker. But Waller again cuts him off, sends him to the outside. Tumbling down goes the champion. Waller quickly leapt over the top rope, and he's going to try to apply the triangle choke on the outside, and he does. This won't win you the championship. Can't submit on the outside, but it will wear down your competitor. As you can see, Grimes again being choked out, but you got to win it inside the ring. You cannot win the championship on the outside, so Waller has got to get away to get Grimes back in that ring and go for the pin. It looks like he's not going to try to do that just yet. He's going to whip Grimes into the far barricade, ref up to a count of 4 here, and it looks like Waller's going to take a breather, but at the same time, Grimes is getting a huge opportunity to recover against that barricade. As a ref up to a count of 6 here. Waller very energized, but again, he's letting the champion rest. You can't win the title by count out either, so I'm not entirely sure what Grayson Waller's strategy is here. He's up to 8. Grimes is going to make it back in the ring. He's going to beat the count, but Waller again there to cut him off. What's he got in mind this time? Try to throw him to the outside again. Grimes lands on the apron, but he hangs up Waller this time. And the champion right back in this one. He's going to make his way back in the ring. Went for a punch, but Waller cut him off again. Side Russian leg sweep. And the challenger once more in control, just raining down more elbow drops. It's just been an onslaught. Now going to go for the pin. Is that enough to win the championship? No, not even enough to get a 2 count. Maybe Waller's showing a little bit of frustration now. Done a lot of damage to the champion, but he hasn't been able to put him away. If you keep Grimes in long enough, you could just be one move away. As again trying to lock in that triangle choke. We've seen this quite a few times. Grimes just not sure how much energy he has left. You can see the torque. Waller pulling back. And I think this time he might have done enough. That extra torque on the champion, who's motionless, now getting back to his feet. And Waller, no, he went for the stunner. Missed. Grimes, oh, he went for that flying forearm shot. Waller blocked. And now Grimes slipping through this match. It could go either way. One big move, and the championship could be decided. But Waller again sidesteps the champion. More kicks to the hamstrings now. And an uppercut. Oh, that one, I think, glanced the blow or the jaw of Grimes. That could have been devastating, just like those connections of kicks. And Waller again has Grimes down. He's going to go for that big elbow drop. And he connects this time again from the top rope. Thinks he's done enough. Grimes has got to kick out one more time, and he cannot. Grayson Waller is the new NXT North American Champion. Well, this one could have gone back and forth. An absolute banger to start the championship clashes, and we started off with a new champion here in NXT. Grayson Waller holds gold for the first time after a great match, and come on now, stomping away on Cameron Grimes. You just beat in a highly competitive matchup. Where's the respect, Waller? Come on. Now, the new North American champion showing he's not done with Cameron Grimes. Well, a great match there to kick off the trio of championship matchups. But now it's on to the next one, as it's time to decide the NXT Women's Championship. And this woman right here could be the very next one to hold that title. It is Indy Hartwell, the challenger tonight. She calls herself impressive, and it's hard to think that she has been anything but that. Indy's been very impressive here in NXT in recent times. She's stepped up to the plate, wanting to take the challenge to Toxic Attraction, and she's done just that. She headed a trio of women at the NXT Great American Bash, and they were able to knock off Toxic Attraction, her, and now the new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, on the night. And now it's time for Indy Hartwell to cash in on gold herself, but she has to beat the woman who's been almost unbeatable for the past year here in NXT, and it is Mandy Rose with the NXT Women's Championship. She's held that title for 10 months now, 300 days. Mandy Rose has been NXT Women's Champion. Is India Hartwell just another number, or will she be the one to be able to knock off Mandy? You can see right now showing all the confidence in the world. I mean, can you blame her? The list goes on and on. Raquel Rodriguez, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez. I mean, Wendy Chu. Everybody who stepped up to the plate of Mandy Rose has met the same fate. But it's time to decide the NXT Women's Championship, the gold that's on the line next, as we head to the ring for introductions. Following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger, Indy Hartwell. And her opponent, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose. Well, that's what it's all about right there. The NXT Women's Championship is about to be decided. Will it be a new champion in Indy Hartwell, or will Mandy Rose continue her dominant reign? We're about to find out. This one has a big fight feel about it. Indy Hartwell, Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship on NXT Heatwave, as here we go. Both women meet in the center of the ring, and it's Indy Hartwell who gets the upper hand early. Looking down Mandy Rose. Mandy has been very impressive in her run. She's had it all, it seems like. She has the look, she has the title, she has the backup in Toxic Attraction, and she's very coming to her own during this title reign. Mandy Rose has really polished her game up. It's what's allowed her to get to this point. You know, a lot of that goes to the training. Mandy Rose, very powerful lady, but in this matchup, she gives up a lot of size to Indy Hartwell, something that Mandy Rose isn't fully used to. As you can see right now, Indy Hartwell has the early advantage in this one. Could she be the key to stopping Mandy Rose? She's backing up Mandy into the corner. Shot to the midsection. What's Indy going up for here? A nice spinning neckbreaker takes down Mandy Rose. But wait a second. That's Duke Hudson making his way to the ring. What's Duke Hudson doing out here? We know Toxic Attraction is not here. They've been banned from ringside. But Duke Hudson, who has a long history with Indy Hartwell, providing a distraction. And now Mandy Rose taking advantage of it. Indy Hartwell was starting to get rolling in this contest. But Duke Hudson has appeared on the stage and has distracted the challenger, and it's allowed the champion to get the upper hand here. Kick to the midsection. Mandy setting it up here for this big double underhook facebuster. Down goes Hartwell, who does have a boot underneath the rope. The damage starting to get done. There's that big knee. Connects right on the jaw. Mandy Rose into the cover. Gets one, gets two. And just like that, this match is over. Mandy Rose retains the NXT Women's Championship thanks to a huge distraction from Duke Hudson. Why did he distract Indy Hartwell? Why did he make his way down the ring? We'll have to find out later. Well, a shocker of a matchup we just witnessed. A lot of questions now in the NXT Women's division. And now it's time for our main event of the evening. The NXT Championship is about to be decided. And here comes the challenger. Very interesting. JD McDonagh, the Irish Ace, as he likes to be called. Gets ready to make his way to the ring. He's only been in NXT 2.0 here for a short amount of time, but boy has he made an impact. First match back at the Great American Bash, McDonagh won a fatal 4-way match to get this opportunity in the NXT Championship. He beat Tony D'Angelo, he beat Von Wagner, and Duke Hudson on that night. And McDonagh looking to take it to the NXT champion tonight. Calls himself a surgeon in between those ropes. He's a very odd individual, but he is very impressive at what he does. But he's going to have his hands full tonight, because now it's time for the NXT Champion to make his way to the ring. And man, has he been a champion. It is the leader of Imperium, Gunther, who stands alone at the top of the ramp. No Imperium with Gunther tonight. He says that he wants to do this one-on-one. He wants to beat JD McDonagh fair and square, and that's the side of Gunther we've seen in recent times. We know the motto of Imperium, sacred. The mat is sacred to the great sports of professional wrestling. They've always said that stuff, but have they always backed it up? Well, in recent times, it's hard to say they haven't. Gunther has gone about it a different way. He's been very clean in between the ropes. We haven't seen any shortcuts. In fact, he was handed a chair, an opportunity in a tag bout just a couple months ago when he teamed up with Ilya Dragunov to take on the then NXT champion Braun Breaker and company. He was handed a chair to use while the ref was down, and Gunther threw the chair aside, and that cost him that matchup at the time. But Gunther wants to do it fair and square. We've seen the same thing, and it's hard to see that the results have not come. Gunther, now NXT champion, getting ready to defend the title in our main event, because that's what it's all about. The NXT Championship, as we get down to the ring for championship introductions in our main event. Following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Championship. Introducing first the challenger, JD McDonagh, and his opponent, the NXT Champion, Gunther. The title now is on the line. It is time for your main event of NXT Heatwave. It's been a very eventful night here for the brand, and this could be the most influential matchup yet. The NXT Championship on the line. The challenger, JD McDonagh. The champion, Gunther. And we are ready to go. This one should be interesting. Two of the best in the history of NXT UK have now made their way over to NXT 2.0 and is showing just the talent that is on NXT UK. Gunther, longest reigning United Kingdom champion of all time. JD McDonagh had a very successful career over there. Went toe-to-toe with Finn Balor on an occasion. And look at them now, main eventing here, NXT Heatwave. As right now it's Gunther with the upper hand on McDonagh. Those huge chops. And it's hard not to see the size advantage. Gunther is going to have the power advantage. JD McDonagh has got to stick. He's got to move. I'm pretty sure he has a game plan for this one, but right now gets met with a Uranagi. And Gunther quickly into the cover, gets two before McDonagh is able to shoot the shoulder up. Hot start here by the Aussie. The ring general himself shrugs away McDonagh. McDonagh comes in. There's a headbutt there. Goes for a springboard. Connects with a DDT. A small opening is all the Irish Ace needs. Is now the number one contender going to go to work and show off that the mat is his operating table. This man knows how to pick apart a body. You can see right there just bending back the left arm and a couple of repeated stomps to that part of the body, isolating that left arm of the champion. McDonagh is a man who's always going to come into this match with a game plan. He's going to look to operate it, very methodical sort of offense. Pick apart your limbs, now just tearing away at that left knee of Gunther. If there's one man who knows how to pop a ligament, who's one man who knows how to pull a muscle, it is JD McDonagh. And now a couple of strikes. Backs of the champion, hits a nice DDT. Down goes Gunther. McDonagh says all eyes need to be on the Irish Ace. As he gets the Aussie up to his feet. There's a nice jawbreaker. And Gunther goes right back down to the mat. As McDonagh starting to get into that zone. Starting to slow down the pace of this matchup. Flips the champion back on his belly. And now just pulling away on the calf muscles. This is not where you want to be. Beautiful strength as well. As the champion up in the air. But Gunther is able to break free and roll out of it. Gets a hold of the challenger. And goes to that big just overhand shot across the chest. Wasn't the open hand chop that we've seen from Gunther, but it was effective nonetheless. That's how the champion looks to get the advantage in what is his first title defense of the NXT Championship. Won it just a month ago from Braun Breaker at the Great American Bash. Is right now Gunther at the top rope. Goes for a huge splash. Don't usually see that from the ring general, but gets paid for it as McDonagh got the knees up. And there's a headbutt there. McDonagh looking for that launching suplex that connects early on in this matchup. Gunther is down. Ref slow into position. That might cost McDonagh, and it does. Gunther just kicks out McDonagh. Can't believe it, ref. Might have cost McDonagh there. Slowly got into position. But this is what you got to do if you're McDonagh. You can't allow that to stop your momentum. Is right now, knee into the back, legs tied up of Gunther. Well, there's the power. Just powers out of the hold. Now Gunther with a hold of McDonagh. This is not where you want to be. A beautiful release German. And now Gunther trying to fire himself back up, trying to get back into this contest. There's been a lot of McDonagh here in the earlier part of this matchup. But Gunther, with a beautiful short arm clothesline, takes down the challenger. Quickly going to the pinfall to try to put the pressure on the challenger. Gets two, and no. McDonagh gets the shoulder up. Gunther wants a faster count. He wants to put away McDonagh here. And that's title defense number 1 of the NXT Championship. Now the champion's starting to build some momentum. And he's going to try a submission of his own. Look to stretch out the body of the challenger. And now the Irish Ace, who's a mastermind when it comes to these kind of holds, has to try to find a way out. And he is. He's going to break the grip. There's one man who knows a break to any of his holds. It's JD McDonagh. Is now both back to their feet. This is a pivotal point in the matchup as there's a nice DDT. Down goes Gunther again. McDonagh again trying to get him back to his feet. He's going to look for his ripcord knee, and it connects. Ripcord knee right on the jaw. Do we have a new NXT champion? No. Gunther stays alive. McDonagh now goes for a big springboard moonsault. He missed. Gunther rolled out of the way here. Gets McDonagh back to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Going for that power bomb. And he connects. Gunther connects with the power bomb. High stack on the shoulders. And McDonagh cannot kick out. Gunther retains the NXT Championship. But did McDonagh give Gunther all he had? I thought McDonagh was going to put him away after that launching suplex. He probably should have. Just couldn't get the count. But in the end, as Gunther is able to notch the 1, 2, 3 and successfully defend his NXT Championship. Some will believe McDonagh should have won the title here tonight. But Gunther is able to celebrate. What a night it's been for NXT as we close out the show. But breaking news, next time NXT will be on pay-per-view, it'll be Clash of Champions. NXT 2.0 and NXT UK are going to become one, and we are going to unify the championships. This is going to be a massive night for the NXT brand. The NXT UK coming to an end, and we'll see who are the better champions on the night. Clash of Champions will be the night after Clash at the Castle. You're not going to want to miss that. But next time here on the series, it's going to be SmackDown 1200, celebrating 1200 episodes of Friday Night SmackDown. It's going to be a phenomenal night of action. A lot in store that you don't want to miss. First off, we're going to start the tournament to crown a new SmackDown Women's Championship. The title is vacant. 8 women will compete over the next couple of months, with the finals taking place at Clash at the Castle, who will take the first steps to becoming the next SmackDown Women's Championship. Also, we do have a title on the line. The Intercontinental Championship will be decided. Ricochet will defend against Sami Zayn. Zayn, in his hometown of Montreal, tries to win back the Intercontinental Championship. Will he be able to, or will Ricochet continue his dominant run as champion? In our main event, it's a big one. The Bloodline will be in action in 6-man action against Drew McIntyre, who has to find 2 opponents. And the kicker, the winning team gets to decide the stipulation for the Universal Championship match at Clash at the Castle. A lot at stake, and Drew doesn't even know who his partners are right now. He's got to find 2 men who are willing to step up to the plate with them. Can Drew McIntyre do it? But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I know the episode is... It's been a while since we've had an episode, but I am recovering from this flu. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.